Boom, 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 bam, 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 pow, pow. Was had a little fresh and I'm just so fresh, so clean. And that's word to Lefty, baby,
That's
out
right.
there in the desert.
That's
Bam.
right. Welcome home. Welcome home, Lefty. You know what I'm saying? My boy, you know what I'm saying? Back from his little hiatus, you know what I'm saying? Got his boy right. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I believe you said episode 236. Oh, that's my God. Oh, yes, my God. Oh, right? Is that where we at right now? Is this what we doing?
Yep. What up, Earl? We see you. Appreciate you tapping in.
Earl,
follow us, goddammit. Follow us, please, at JB and Benny Blue, all social media. Subscribe on YouTube. You know the goddamn deal. Do the thing. Subscribe to us. You want to listen. You want to know every time JB's got a cut or a lineup, goddammit. Follow him at 73KingJB73. And trust me, he'll tell you. He'll get that on. You're saying, wow.
Fresh Fridays, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's Fresh Friday, dog. You know?
Hashtag Fresh Fridays. Follow yours truly at Benny Blue Eyes. Pow. Follow us on TikTok at JB and Benny Blue for all your content needs. Get at us, man. The DesertCasualSports.com, the KSRN Arizona family. They will be on next week, JB. I know it's a sore subject with drunk Alf, drunk Barney, whoever's drunk at the goddamn bar.
Hey, drunk Bug. Drunk Bug is my guy going forward, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying coherent. I'm just out here, you know what I'm saying? Just at the bar drunk, wondering why. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
Just wondering why.
Well, they'll be on to talk about it. We're going to break it down in depth. Of course, you still want a podcast at $1 hot. JB's words.
$1 hot, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all out here buying, you know what I'm saying, thigh pics, you know what I'm saying, the bitches on motherfucking OnlyFans and shit, you know what I'm saying?
That's $8 on a month
right.
on Twitter, verified.
And that's her back, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even fucking thigh, that's her back, you know what I mean? You putting that $1 out there for that. Nah, you putting that hot 30 out there for that, because they can finesse your ass. All right, you want to hear these melodious voices? $1, man. You know what I'm saying? Patreon.com/JB and Benny Blue, man. Holla us, bro.
Yep. Tap with JB Tuesday nights. All about the birds. All athletic talk sports.
We will be back
as well.
We will be back. Yep. All right. This Tuesday coming up. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that's the 8th, right? The 8th. Correct. November the 8th. We'll be back, man. Say word to Johnny U. You know what I'm saying? The whole all about the birds crew. You know what I'm saying? The AAT Sports Media Network on YouTube. Got it right, baby. No problem, right? Yep. AAT Sports _ on Twitter, man. Get with the folks, man. You know what I'm saying? Holla at us, baby.
Yep, exactly. BG fans, I know it's been an up and down year, but show your love for your squad. Get your Birdgang all day shirt using code BG for 10% off your order at checkout. Go to JBandBennyBlueReview.com. You see the bird, goddammit, over his left shoulder. JBandBennyBlueReview.com/store and get yours today, made to order. Listen, man, sponsorship, interviews, new music, hate mail, all that shit. Hit us at JBandBennyBlueReview@gmail.com. And you see the fucking shirt, baby. My guys, Zach and Cody, are moving in these streets.
Yes, sir. Moving and shaking. You see them boys out there wilding, man.
They're doing pop-ups in stores. They're doing a bunch of shit. So support them. Valley Boys Association Clothing.com. And go use code podcast22 for 20% off your order at checkout. That's valleyboysassociation.com. And this is a young man who is going to be getting hitched in less than 2 weeks. Our guy, it's timdubai.com. That's right, JB. Those eyes. He's going to be holding the strap on his wedding day. And
right.
I ain't talking about that strap. A pause.
Keep it in the bedroom.
Keep it in the bedroom. Your new bedroom. Get your new or pre-owned vehicle by texting review to 515-444-7003 or DM him at It's Tim to Buy on Instagram, and he'll get you into the car of your dreams. I
thought you were talking about Mitch at first. I was like, anybody from the mirror, Mitch, not in their right mind. Mitch, you know I love you, but you know we got some work we gotta do for you, man. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, Mitch is out there in the wilderness, so he will be popping in and out for Mitch's pick of the week, money making pick of the week. That's right. So we'll have him coming up. We're gonna talk about this whole debacle, Michigan State. JB's gonna boing on the whole Ime Udoka, Nets-Celtics, all that shit swirling, and of course, Week 8 recap. The trade deadline just happened, so we gotta talk about the trades, and of course, Week 9 Savage picks. Dr. Bridges, or should I say, the Hall of Famer. Dr. Bridges, you were making your trek out there to Southern Miss to the top.
That's right.
What can the people expect who are currently on campus or who will be on campus can expect from the festivities of the Hall of Fame induction?
Well, you know, first of all, I want to shine light on the fact that it's going to be the 97 Conference USA Championship team's anniversary, right? These are my OGs, you know what I'm saying? So I'm paying big homage to them. I can't wait to see a lot of these cats. Days Thomas, you know what I'm saying? Pastor Chain, I think, is going to be in the building. Lee Roberts, you know what I'm saying, Jamal Alexander, like, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of these cats, you know what I'm saying, like I grew up, you know what I'm saying, they raised me, right? I came on my visit, I got to meet these cats, whether they was getting ready for the league, Shirai Gideon, Todd Pinkston, of course, you already know that, Harold Shaw, you know what I'm saying, like these cats is, you know, these my folks, man, these my guys. So I'm really excited about being down there for that. I can be a part of that, I can be around that, but of course, you know, the Hall of Fame introduction thing, man, it's like, I mean, like bong bong, you know what I'm saying? It's like it was a long time coming, bro. You know what I'm saying? And finally, we in there. You know what I'm saying? So again, I got to give big shots to Marshawn Kenny, who's my big bro. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know what I'm saying? Part of that 2017. He's the one that said not so fast, my friend Elite Corso. You know what I'm saying? When we beat the dog shit out of Pitt at the Liberty Bowl. Right. So he's one of the people that spearheaded this whole getting me in the Hall of Fame thing, and I appreciate him to the fullest. And I can't wait to see him and hug my big bro. And yeah, it's gonna be love, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be cool to get down there and be down there hanging out. So for the young people down there that don't know me, you're gonna get to see a living legend, you know what I'm saying, in these southern streets. And I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be me, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait. I can't wait, Benny.
I'm looking forward to see the stories. I'm looking forward to see the posts because I know it's gonna be special to you and those who care about you in and around the area, those who you went to school with and those who came after you that know about you and probably met you in the times that you've been back. So it's gonna be quite the experience, and I know Dr. Bridges is gonna be out there toining up.
just a little bit, just a little bit. Friday night for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to go to the game on Saturday, man. Watch my young boys play. They're playing good ball right now. I want to say we 5-1, 5-2 right now. 4-1 in the Sun Belt, right? So my boys is making, hey, shout out to Coach Hall, man, and my Southern Miss at the Top family, my young boys doing their thing, man, and the Superback system is doing it. And it's just exciting ball. The nasty bunch, you know what I'm saying, causing turnovers. It's Southern Miss ball reincarnated, man. We get it back going. And Coach Hall, I had all faith in him, man. I was still blessed to meet that man when I went out there. So I'm excited to see him again. And Coach Bauer, say word to Coach Bauer, man. I talked to Coach Bauer the other day. Benny, I talked to Coach Bauer the other day, right? So this cat was my coach when I was in college. My phone rings a 601 number. I'm like, oh, hello? He's like, Bridges? Oh, I only know one man talk like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool to sit and chop it up with him, man. So I can't wait. We call him Platinum. Can't wait to see Platinum, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's going to be dope, man. I'm excited about it.
And shout out to Coach Hall because we talked about this on and off the show that he was really kind of the catalyst to rebuild the relationship.
He's all for exactly, Benny. He's all for rebuilding a relationship with the alumni, to the team, reconnecting. You know what I'm saying? Because we lost that somewhere along the way. Because of course, you know, a lot of turnover coaches and so on and so forth. So it's hard to build a culture and develop a culture like that. But Coach Hall said that for the long haul, baby. You know what I'm saying? So hey, keep doing great things. I'm looking forward to the years coming and selling this thing.
Well, we're gonna be watching and supporting this weekend, so you're gonna see that all over our social media at JB and Benny Blue. Speaking of college football, they were talking that cash money shit, and baby, it went down. We gotta cover it now in a little bit of Blues Got Time, and talking about, of course, the rivalry for that old Paul Bunyan, baby. All right, so look. Michigan beats Michigan State 29-7. We kind of knew they covered the spread. I thought they're actually gonna whoop them worse, but hey, it's a rivalry game. You know they're gonna come playing tough. So Michigan puts it on them. Michigan State not having a great season. They're 3-5 right now, and they're gonna be lucky to make a bowl game. After the game is what happened that has been making national news about what occurred in the tunnel. If you don't know anything about Michigan Stadium, it's a small tunnel where both teams come out. So there was a whole incident with Penn State after Michigan whooped Penn State. Someone threw a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or some shit. Some goofy shit that happened. Yeah, that really happened. Getting smacked in the face. Yeah, getting smacked in the face by strawberry jelly and shit.
Some old lineman ate that bitch.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Now, what occurred was an incident, if you will, in the tunnel. And I know what some of the OG reviewers are thinking. That I'm just gonna lay every single piece of blame on Michigan State, which I'm not. The young men, Gemma Green and Jaden McBurrows, who I think is actually still injured, by the way, ACL injury. They were talking their shit. The problem was they're talking their shit to basically half the damn team.
Right. The entire Michigan State team.
Right. You don't have any backup. You're going in there talking your shit. And
Now, Benny, was this after the game, before the game?
This is after the game.
Oh yeah, that's
after they put it on him.
Oh yeah.
Michigan State has suspended, it looks like 7 players. They've suspended cornerback Malcolm Jones, cornerback Justin White, defensive end Jacoby Windman, defensive end Brandon Wright, and then that was the new suspensions after they suspended linebacker Tank Brown, cornerback Kerry Crump, who actually I think was at Arizona State and is actually from LA and transferred to Michigan State, safety Angelo Gross, and defensive end Zion Young. Now look, heated flare. JB knows from experience. There's always going to be the midfield chirping, bark, talking shit, things that happen during the game. Even some instances that happen after the game. The problem is, young men, when keeping it real goes wrong, because there are 50 angles of y'all swinging helmets, trying to stick in the uppercut, all of this type of shit that you were doing. And yeah, Michigan players might have been talking shit, but the reality is, it's plain as day that y'all boys couldn't take an ass whooping. Right. You got your ass whooped.
They had every right to, though. That's the thing. They had every right to talk shit. Michigan had every right to talk shit. I mean, not rubbing it in, what I'm saying? Because I still don't really understand how and why these 2 young men got caught up the way they did. Right? How they got caught in the situation they did, because it's like you getting caught down bad, what I'm saying? Like, how in the hell are you the only 2 motherfuckers around? And it's like you got a blue, and then white everywhere. Right? Exactly. It's a sea of white, and all of a sudden, his helmet's getting smacked up, moments getting mashed out. It's a bad situation.
Right, and look, basically, there's a million camera angles coming out. It's all over Twitter. I know JB seen as much as well. Listen, I mean, I get it in the heat of the moment, but I'm talking to the young men from Michigan State. Mm-hmm. Why would you risk playing yourself like that? Because now you're suspended for the rest of the year. You're putting your career going forward in jeopardy, right? If you're still going to be on the team going forward, as Will said, adrenaline is a hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug, right? From experience, yeah, without a doubt.
I think if they had to do it over, they're thinking, we could have got our licks in. There's nothing wrong with scheduling a fair one. Schedule a fair one,
right?
Do it like that.
They talking shit. So one guy step out in the middle in the breezeway, and let's get it on.
Yeah, schedule a fair one. But in the era of social media that we live in, where everybody, as soon as they see something violent or something in that way, they're gonna pull out their phones. And by the way,
rest in peace, Takeoff.
Yes, well, we'll get to that. We're gonna get to that. That definitely it goes in that conversation. But shame on all the grown men.
The grown
security administrators,
the GAs, the fucking
pulling out their phones, scattering like cockroaches. Break that shit up,
right?
For the sake of everybody involved,
right?
Break
it up. Break it up. That's what you paid to do. You're not there to be emotionally involved. You're there to say, you know what, that's just wrong. Bring y'all ass on here, right? So exactly. They didn't, right?
Right, exactly.
So good, Mitch. We appreciate that. All right.
Right. And look, the bottom line is this. I could sit here and gloat about the rivalry. We already know what time it is, the rivalry. That's fine. We're not worried about that. We did what we were supposed to do, and now they got to handle business for the rest of the season if they want to make it in the college football playoff and beyond. Michigan State is going to be their season is essentially over.
They'll be at home watching. They'll be at home watching football in December. You know what I'm saying? Right. So exactly, it's no big deal.
Exactly. So Blue had time today. No, I'm not gloating about the rivalry. I expected the W. It's just I feel sad for the entire situation, because everybody could have conducted themselves better and said, you know what, we lost old Bunyan this year, but damn it, we got a chance to get him back next year, because Michigan State, you won the last 2 years in a row before this, in case you forgot. So don't get your licks, don't get your ass whooping, and then do that, because now you potentially cost yourself your future playing the game that you love. Mm-hmm. You know.
Right. Benny, we don't even know what the NCAA is going to do yet, right? Because they're going to stick their fat hand in there somewhere and do something. So
you already know. But as JB knows, the eye in the sky don't lie. There's tape of you on the field. There's tape of you what you do off the field. And now any draft interview that they're going to go in, they're going to be.
Oh yeah, they putting that up. Like
they're going to be fighting for sixth round.
Like this you right here. You know what I'm saying? Swinging the helmet. That's you, right?
Right. And now if you're at a school like Michigan State and you're a borderline player in terms of the next level, if you were already projected to be a 5th or 6th rounder, now you're looking at being undrafted based on this incident alone. And you already know, you've been in those interview rooms. You're going to be in there and be like, remember this?
Right.
Like, damn. Now you're gonna talk your way out of that when they're gonna take a risk on taking you.
I had to put a whole lot of explanations on the table about some shit I was doing in college. So, I know it. And there wasn't no social media around back then. You know what I'm saying? Besides fucking Black Planet and goddamn MySpace. You know what I'm saying? And uploading the video, that shit was tortured.
And in the words of Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that. So there you go.
Word to Gump.
We had to spend a little time on that, but. Now we're going to set it up for a little JB's Boining. So, the Nets, they fired one Steve Nash. We kind of knew it was going to go down. KD basically wanted him fired in the offseason. They got to a bad start. And, of course, they had him on a short leash, and he was a scapegoat. And I don't even know if Jesus himself can coach his damn team. But the rumors are coming out that they're trying to get Ime Udoka, who's suspended by the Celtics, not by the league, we might add. He's suspended by the Celtics. It's not confirmed. And there's just a whole lot of mess going around, so JB wanted to burn on it. JB, what are your thoughts on this whole cocktail of the Celtics, the Nets, Ime Udoka, the whole shit?
Well, we knew Steve Nash was going to get fired eventually, right? He's just not a big enough personality to take on Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, you know what I'm saying? He's just not that guy, right? To put all that together. Like, he doesn't have big enough hands to put that clay together and mold what that team needs to be. But Udoka is their guy. Now, they've had their eye. Once the whole thing popped off, they were hoping that they fired this cat so they could get this dude out of here, Steve Nash, and get this cat in. Now, word to Steve Nash, he's a son, right? That's my guy. I'm sorry. One of the greatest point guards that ever played this game. You know what I'm saying? But that's another classic case of great player, not a great coach, right? Here's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got that talent to lead men, right? So Udoka, right, does have that talent. New Jersey knows that. The Celtics, hey, why didn't Udoka get fired again? Well, what a tangle where we weave and we choose to deceive, right? So the VP's old lady was fucking Udoka, and now Udoka, you know what I'm saying, doesn't get fired. He gets suspended because if he gets fired, then Udoka can turn around and sue and say it's retaliation, right? For something that I really didn't have control over, to be honest, right? We were two consenting adults. So why are you going to fire me when this happened, right? So it's a real sticky situation, but if the Celtics can get Udoka out of there, which I think this is going to be a way for them to get him out, right? Without him being upset, right?
It might be a trade too, because
coaches can get traded, right? Coaches can get traded for draft picks. So this is going to be kind of a way to get Udoka out of there. The VP can say, "Let me get this nigga out of my hair," literally, right? So I'm just saying, it is what it is, right, folks? Y'all know how we do all the JB and Benny Blue. It's a way for him to get him out of there, right? That's not saying no girl won't be flying down to New Jersey, but I'm just saying.
What, they move back to Jersey now? You mean Brooklyn?
No. But I'm just saying that's not saying no girl won't be flying down. You know what I'm saying, and getting some Udoka. You know what I'm saying, and we don't know what's going on with our girl Nia Long.
Oh my God, Jesus!
But so yeah, it's just a mess. It's a mess. It's a complete mess. But I do think that what I just said, I think it's going to be a way for Udoka to skate out of there kind of scot-free without being upset and holding malice and having to go through the whole sue and shit. And it's a way for the Celtics to get him out of there because you know the VP want him gone. He smashed his old lady, right? So you know he want him out of there, right? And then, of course, you know, the Celtics can bring in, you know what I'm saying, whoever the fuck they want to bring in. Hell, Larry Bird, come coach the team. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? So.
Mitch says, get that Udoka. Hilarious. Oh, man. What a guy. Mitch come with the zingers.
Too much time on your hands, Mitch.
And look, Jay, baby, the reality is, as you know, in any sport, in any situation, winning covers up a lot. And when you have someone like Ime Udoka, who was a first-year coach taking over for Brad Stevens, and then he leads that team to the finals, he's going to get a lot more grace and chances if he was just a meh or a bad coach, right? I mean, and that's the deal. However, now you have to look at the situation. How is he going to handle dealing with the personalities, dealing with all the shit that the Nets are bringing to the table? And you mentioned with Steve Nash, maybe it's just a situation where Steve Nash, like most other guys, when they get into the coaching tree, they need to start in a different situation. I could see Steve Nash like coaching like Sacramento or Orlando, coaching a young team and building that way.
Steve Nash needs to go coach college basketball.
Yeah,
right?
or that. I agree.
Right, because his name, you know what I'm saying, can bring in a whole lot of players, you know what I'm saying? So a lower level Division I team, yeah, you're right, Money Mitch. Sacramento is a death sentence for anyone. It's where it's basically, and I hate to say this, right? I really hate to say this, right? It's basically the Jacksonville of NFL. NBA. It's of the NBA. It just is what it is, right?
Yeah, it kind of is.
Jacksonville is, they just, I don't know. It just is what it is. But Sacramento, we already know. It's like you ain't heard Sacramento name, man, since Chris Webber was there. So, yeah, real rap though, real rap. So we'll see how this thing unfolds. But I'm thinking that it's a great way for Udoka to get out, for the Celtics and get him out of there without him coming back and saying, I want some of this bread, right? And it's a great way for the Nets to get a real coach. Right? I think he has the powerful enough voice to come in and say, KD, hey, Kyrie, hey, let's do it like this, and we'll be successful.
Yeah, well, someone's got to get it right. Otherwise, they're probably gonna have to blow up that whole thing. And Mitch, don't even evoke the Pistons name because the Pistons have rings. That's the difference. Pistons have titles, unlike a lot of other teams in this league.
Without a doubt. My team, be one of them, man.
I mean, yeah. So listen, I know Detroit's been rebuilding, but hey, they're damn sure are not Sacramento. Let's be clear about that. Right. So that's a little boining there about that whole situation. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see if Udoka even ends up being the coach because they ain't official, at least at the time of this fine Savage recording.
We're speculating,
but we'll see based on the tea leaves that have been laid out for us. So that's that with that. Pay a couple bills again, man. Tapping with our guys, Valley Boys Association Clothing. Go to valleyboysassociationclothing.com and use code podcast22 for 20% off of your order at checkout. They're doing some great things. They got some new stuff coming for the fall and the winter. So again, tapping with them, Valley Boys Association Clothing. And of course, get at our guy, timtobuy.com. Get that newer pre-owned vehicle. Text review to 515-444-7003 or DM him at It's Tim to Buy on Instagram, and he will get you into the car of your dreams. Again, man, sponsorship, interviews, hate mail, new music. We've been racking into the music. Shout out to our guy Perks, the amenities, great music. Ultimately, we want to hear more music, man. JB and Benny Blue Review at gmail.com, and we will react to that live on our show. Make sure to follow us at JB and Benny Blue on all social media. Subscribe on our YouTube. We drop clips from the show, exclusive content, all that. And of course, make sure to still get our podcast for $1 patreon.com/JB and Benny Blue. All right. We got to get into some talk about the goddamn league, and oh my God, where do we start? Well, we start with the BG. Oh, cover your ears. Oh my God, it's going down. The BG fall to the Vikings there. 34-26. They've won their fifth straight and they're 4-0 at home. Patrick Peterson was calling out Steve Keim. It was just a whole mess. JB, what did you see from this contest, good sir?
I saw mismanagement coaching again. And that's that, right? It is what it is,
Cliff.
right? It is what it is. Like, Cliff, can you fucking look? You need to get the fucking green notebook from Mr. Coach Klein.
Mr. Coach
Klein. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to go fight Red Bull you and get that green notebook, right? Because it ain't just fucking hard to coach a football team,
I hate him.
With the red pumps on. It's not that hard to coach a football team, man. So I told Benny in our production meeting before we got on air, hey, listen, man. Yeah, so the 13 best arrest DLI, okay, we understand. Fuck it. We don't give a fuck about that shit, Mitch. We appreciate the stats. We're talking about the deeper-rooted problem. We have no leadership on this team, right? We have talent out the ass. Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins came back and gave us a spark, and we understand that he's doing his thing, and Kyler feels more comfortable with him on the field, and I get it, right? But damn it, why the hell we didn't trade AJ Green for something, right? We got picks, we got players. We could have traded for, we signed a kid that's pretty good, you know what I'm saying, linebacker. I can't think of his name right now. Mitch, if you put that up on the screen, that'd be great. He has two last names, I know that. But we literally need, all right? Now we don't need shorter linemen, Will. I understand you're trying to be funny and all that. We don't need shorter linemen, right? Yeah, we need another defensive lineman, another dominant defensive lineman, and we need a linebacker. So we covered that with the free agent pickup. We'll see how good this kid is. I did a little research on him. He's with Houston. He does play well, right? I'm pretty sure anything will be better than Zaven Collins. That's just real. But offensively, we need some form of identity. We still ain't got it, right? So at this point right now, I love my Cardinals, but I don't like them right now. Right? I don't like them. Patrick Peterson had a great game, and shout out to Pat P. You know, I love my little brother to death. All right, but Pat, you're not a tough guy. Okay, relax. Okay, you want to talk to Steve Kime? That's fine.
Call me back.
Right,
call me back.
Right, pull up the home man. You know what I'm saying? Like So I understand you were riled up for the game. I've been riled up for a game before, so I understand how you feel. But come on, man, you're not that guy, bro. You're a hell of a player, but you're not that guy. All right, love you. Anyway, Cardinals again. I love you. I don't like you right now. Sorry.
Well, Birdgang is 3-5 currently, last in the NFC West. They got the Squawks at home at the Rams, then hosting the Niners and the Chargers.
Yeah, 3 NFC West games in a row.
Right, and
this could bury us. Like,
yeah, and that's kind of what I was getting at in terms of the continuity and putting it together. 13th in pass yards, 17th in rush yards, 15th in points for, and 30th in points against. It's just a whole lot of right in the middle. And this is quite literally the middle of the season where they're going to decide they're going to yank or yow. You know what I mean? And hey, where you at, BG?
I personally feel like if we fire Cliff, we would be in a better situation. What's the update on Connor? Connor will be back when Connor gets back, Miguel. Like, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we want Connor back. We don't need Connor back right now. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather Connor be healthy late November through December than right now. You know, Benjamin runs the ball well. We got Williams is the kid name, who I thought we could have traded and got somebody for him too. But
no moves at the deadline, by the way.
No, not a one, right? So yeah, Connor, you know, let's let Connor get healthy because we can depend on Connor. When we run our offense through number 6, we are a better offense, right? And that's the thing that keeps Cliff's job, right? We're so talented that the talent wins the game. It's not his phenomenal play calling, not the order that he puts plays in, not the flow of the game because he's controlling the game because of the plays he's calling. No, it's our talent, right? And our defense. So shout out to our defense, man. Yeah. So he's limited today, probably. Yeah. Well, Mitch, we don't even want him to play, right? We can win without him. We just need him to be healthy again. Late November through December, that's when we need him to be healthy.
All right, well, that's what's happening with the BG. The Kitties fall to the Dolphins 31-27, and the train begins of the firing. They fire their DB coach, Aubrey Pleasant. A lot of penalties in the secondary. Jeff Okudah's having a good year, but you can't help think that it was kind of an initial scapegoat move because the signs are going there to potentially fire the DC and Aaron Glenn.
Benny, I was super excited, Benny, watching you guys lead the Dolphins, and then I kind of went away from the game for a little bit, and all of a sudden I was super confused. Like, what the hell? Right.
George.
Yeah, I agree, Will. I don't think they're using Dortch enough, but honestly, I don't really think we're using Rondell the way we should use him, right? Like, so we went back to the Birdgang, and I don't want to take this away from Benny Shine talking about the Lions, but again, we fall right back to coaching, right? You got weapons, so use them. Right, you got them 2 little fast motherfuckers. You talking about a 4-3 and a higher 4-3, right? So we can run them son bitches up and down the field. Whip. Look, Ertz underneath, hop underneath. Every once in a while, them safeties gonna get nosy. Dortch over the top, more over the top. Like, you know, again, coaching is not that hard. So yeah, great point, Will. Sorry, Benny. Back to
no. I mean, I want to bring it up. Almost picked up Dortch on the waiver wire for our team, by the way, which I might still do depending on what they can open up for him. But with the Kitties, look, it's the 1-5 season. It's Aubrey Pleasant goes down because at the end of the day, he's trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit with that secondary. A lot of injuries. They need to replace some guys. The linebackers are so out of position. I mean, Tyreek Hill was open by 3 yards like every fucking play. They just the talent is not there to keep up with that type of high power offense. It's just not. So I can't put all of it on Aubrey Pleasant, but I can't help thinking that at the end of the day, Aaron Glenn is probably going to be on the chopping block. And that's just the unfortunate reality. Dan Campbell fired Anthony Lynn last year as the OC, fires Aubrey Pleasant this year. Aaron Glenn's, I appreciate what he's trying to do with having former players on the staff, but it's a combination of the talent's not there, injury, and you got guys.
What did we just say about Steve Nash, right? All players don't make good coaches. That's
right.
What it is, right?
Right, exactly. Talk about it, Miguel. I mean, hey, Hollywood's out. Hop, I would love to see it all together.
Listen, Miguel, Doug, so we're playing this. We're playing the Seahawks again for the second time, right? Playing them at home. I think that we'll fare a little better. And we'll talk a little more about that later on the show. And Miguel, again, we appreciate you tapping in because I don't think we've ever seen your name before. But like real rap, man, I really believe that we're going to fare very well. And again, that's because of our talent and our pride. Kyler Murray's a winner, right? We do have a lot of prideful people. Hop's a winner, right? We got veterans on our defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got winners on our team. Our head coach is not necessarily a winner because he never really won in his life. Let's think about this. Mitch, get on your job, buddy. All right, let's pull up some Cliff Kingsbury stats from college playing, from him coaching. I know what he did coaching because we all kind of scratched our head when he got hired. But this cat has never really been a winner. I don't know what he did in high school, but he's never really been a winner.
Elementary
right?
School, Pop Warner.
So can we get some stats, Mitch? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll take your time with that. We got a little
time. We'll come back to that. But the bigger point, and Mitch, your bigger good point, when you're the worst defense of the league, you're just working with a whole lot of nothing. It's not really a good situation. You know, Jesus Christ himself would have a tough time coaching the kiddies this year. It just is what it is, right?
And that fucks me. It fucks me up, Benny. You know what I'm saying? Because I had high hopes, right, for them goddamn Detroit Lions, man. I was super excited, man.
Yeah, well. So you want to talk about fandom, JB? It's another day at the office for us.
Here we go.
Another day at the office. Yeah, the Hard Knock site, Mitch. Now let's get into the trade deadline, and we'll talk about it because they moved T.J. Hawkinson to the Vikings for a pick swap, a fourth round, a second rounder this year, and a fourth rounder in 2024. Now, am I okay with the trade just on its premise? Sure. He wanted top 5 money, but he's not a top 5 tight end. He was going his 5th-year option. They're clearing a lot of cap space. I think they're going to have like $25 million.
Watch how good he is in Minnesota.
Well, right, and I know he's going to ball out because he's just going to be in a better situation and in a better offense, right?
Right.
My issue is I think that they could have waited on this trade, and I think they could have got a better haul. And you got to be honest, you're trading the dude in division, right? You're trading him to the team that's going to win this division.
But I mean, think about it like this though, Benny, right? 2nd and 4th round picks, those are pretty valuable picks. And you can get some really quality players 2nd and 4th round. I don't really like 1st round picks. You know, we talked about this on the show before. I ain't a fan of 1st round picks because they're so hit or miss, right?
True.
But you can have people that fall, right, into the 2nd round, bam, steal. 4th rounders, oh, okay. Well, we know where 4th rounders go, offensive lineman, right? So you can get a nice, strong, versatile offensive lineman, right? You can always use a good offensive lineman. So I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. And then plus, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really know what's going to happen after the season as far as your guy, Campbell, right? I think they should give him 1 more year, but I'm pretty cool with this, you know? So I think, hey, whatever. He popping off all crazy. Get him out of there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really did shit since you've been here. You can blame it on the rain. Who the fuck cares, right? Word to Milli Vanilli. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you out of there now. You with the Vikings. Let's see what you do. You know, whatever.
Right. And listen, solid player. I'm not mad at them trading, particularly as it relates to the contract that he wanted. Just felt like they could have done a little bit better. And like you said, they might be able to get some depth. As Mitch said in the chat, I don't know where I don't know where the pick swaps can actually get them to kind of move up for value. But I like Brad Holmes, and Brad Holmes has drafted pretty well thus far. So I'm not mad at the premise.
I understand this, Benny.
Feels bad.
I understand this, bro. You guys are still in that rebuilding phase. You're right there at the edge.
100%.
Right there at the edge of it. Trust when I say this 1 and 5 is kind of misconstrued because
that's why you can't kick Campbell out the door.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So I know he'll have 1 more year. So you guys are right there at the edge of that rebuild now. You know what I'm saying? A couple different things, and I've already said it openly on the show. You guys need another quarterback. Is what it is, right?
That's going to be
Goff is a good. Yeah. Goff is a great backup, and he'll be a great backup in this league for a long time, right? Or he might fare in a better offensive system. You know what I'm saying? That gets the ball out of his hands quicker, where he has to make less decisions, right? More talent. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he'll be in the league, whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You guys need a solid veteran quarterback, somebody that can really lead you guys to victory. But other than that, I mean, I feel like you said, your boy gonna draft well this year. I feel like you guys already have some decent key pieces. And Campbell, again, his attitude, you know what I'm saying? He's a player coach. And that goes a long way. Eventually, that starts to pay dividends.
Oh yeah, you got to establish a culture. They're definitely going to take a quarterback this year, and Goff might be out of there, might be the backup, but got great pieces on offense. A lot to do on defense, particularly with the linebackers that can't tackle and pass rush that can't get to the quarterback. they'll figure it out again. To get, like you said, they're accumulating the assets. They're doing those things. So definitely appreciate and understand that part. Yeah, we see
that, Mitch. Yeah, we get it.
Matty Slush. All right, keeping it moving. Speaking of trades, Mitch had predicted this one in the last show. The Broncos have traded Bradley Chubb to the Dolphins, and the Dolphins have traded former Cardinal Chase Edmonds to the Broncos. Dr. Bridger, what do you think about these moves, my guy?
I mean, I don't know what the hell they was thinking. Who is their backup running back?
I mean, they have Mostert.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's injury prone. Hey, whatever. All right, look. So they beefed up their defense. Here's what it is. Both of these cats. Well, I know Chase Edmonds is durable as fuck. I think the whole time we had him, he was probably out for 4 games, right? He had a kind of a decent little injury at one point, so maybe 4 to 5 games the whole time he was with us. I think maybe 2 or 3 years. But Bradley Chubb, injury cat, right? So how are they going to use him? Are they going to depend on him to be their guy? Like, how are they going to use him, right? So, I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Chase Edmonds, you went from paradise to pear.
you went to Broncos country. Let's ride.
You went from paradise to
doing high
pear.
knees on the plane,
right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yep, Gaskin Mostert now. Yeah. So, hey, listen, we went to bat for this guy, and they were trying to come for us on social media, and we were clapping back at their asses. Our dude Calvin Ridley got moved from the Falcons to Duval. Do you like this? Do you like this fresh start for Calvin Ridley? Do you think?
I'm good with it because ain't nothing wrong with Calvin Ridley, right? We act like Calvin Ridley is a disease. We act like Calvin Ridley is a problem. Calvin Ridley ain't never had no issue besides the fact that he bet on a game that he had nothing to do with, right? And the NFL wanted to make an example out of him. That's what Calvin Ridley was just he got made an example out of. So I'm cool with the Jaguars getting Calvin Ridley because they needed another weapon. You know what I'm saying? Christian Kirk is doing good things for him. He's not paying the dividends that they thought he would yet. Right, but with Calvin Ridley, I mean, now you got some people, 2 cats that can take the top off that thing, right? So here's the question, right? Calvin Ridley won't play this year, right? Of course, you know what I'm saying, because he's still suspended by the NFL, right? Which is fucking stupid. Now, does he get another appeal now that he's with a new team?
Ooh, it's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. I'm guessing the answer is no.
Probably not.
It's an NFL
because it's an NFL thing. Right. But at the same time, the allegation came from this team, from the NFL, by this team, against this team. So does he or does he not? Could he play the last 6 games of the year?
Right. Right. Well, listen, I'm happy for him. I think we're happy for him, and hey, Trevor Lawrence can use all the help he needs, particularly going into his 3rd year. So, hey, Calvin Ridley, shot to you. Making that move, get out of a probably just like a situation just wasn't good anymore. Bears moving Roquan Smith. They're getting him out of. They sent him to the Ravens, who needed help, and then Chase Claypool, aka one half of the TikTok brothers, got sent from the Steelers to the Bears. This is an interesting set of moves by the Bears, Dr. Bridges.
I think that's 2 wins, right? I think that's 2 wins, to be honest. Claypool's a hell of a receiver, right? Justin Fields has nobody to throw the ball to. Not nobody, but he don't have no dominant one, right? Well, Claypool is a one, right? So good for them. So it won't start paying dividends till, 2 or 3 weeks from now. And then, of course, Mr. Smith, you know what I'm saying, is a plug-and-play guy, right? So Baltimore really won. And then, of course, you know what I'm saying, the other squad, you know what I'm saying, the Bears kind of won, right? Because Raekwon's going to start to pay dividends immediately, right? Claypool got to learn the offense, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. Now Raekwon's going to be the man in the middle, but at the same time, he can play outside too. So I think they have 2 interchangeable guys because Baines was their guy in the middle, but Baines can play outside. They're just in a better situation. Claypool will eventually learn that offense, and he'll pay dividends, but it won't happen for another couple weeks.
And listen, there are a bunch of trades, but the other one I mentioned, Mitch called this one as well. William Jackson was unhappy with the Commanders. He gets dealt to the Steelers, and then the Bills trying to upgrade with some help with Devin Singletary. They trade Zach Moss to the Colts in exchange to get Nyheim Hines, who is probably getting frustrated with what the hell's happening with the Colts.
Yep.
how do you see that? I mean, the William Jackson thing, that's whatever. Neither of those teams are going anywhere this year. What do you think that does for the Bills with Nyheim Hines?
I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's going to super improve them. The Bills' offense is good. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. I think they just kind of made a move, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I don't know. I really don't know what to say. It's like what for what, man. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. To me.
Well, and Mitch, you bring up a good point in the chat, and the reason why I bring it back is I wonder if he just has more capabilities that like Zach Moss just really didn't have in that offense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably got a different skill set. And that's probably something that they saw. They were like, you know what? Again, this is a my guy league. So somewhere down the line, Mr. Hines knows somebody in the Bills organization. They were like, hey, get this guy over here. It's my guy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, well, there it is. That's some Week 8 recap and some of that trade deadline business that we got to. So. You know what time it is. We got to get into some savage picks. But before we do, we got to see how we did after 8 weeks of picks. And with a drum roll, please, goddammit. Ooh-wee. Dr. Bridges at 65, 56, and 1, closing the gap. But yours truly, the Great Blue Deanie, is at 70, 51, and 1. Let's go through it right now. We both picked the Ravens to beat the divorce-led Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Broncos beat the Jags in Foggy, London town. JB correctly picked the Dolphins to beat my Kitties. We both correctly picked the undefeated Eagles. We're going to have Johnny Ua on here ASAP to talk about the Eagles. The Pats, dude. Got it done. The Falcons got done. And a controversial ending when DJ Moore took off his helmet out of bounds, which shouldn't have been a penalty. But, you still got to close the deal, goddammit, Panthers. JB correctly called the Saints. I picked the Raiders, who got absolutely blown out. Good God almighty. Both correctly picked the Cowboys. Both picked the BG, but the Vikings won. Mitch's Titans got the job done. Commanders, I picked the Squawks. Both got the Niners. Both picked the Bills. Boom Boom Mafia. And the Browns got it done in prime time. By the way, Bengals have not won a Monday night game in like a long time, since like the 90s. So there you go. That's happened in Week 8. But God damn it, we got to see what's going to happen right now in Week 9 with some motherfucking savage picks. Let's go. Pow, pow, pow. Thursday Night Football. It's the EAGLES Eagles going to H-Town, coming down, and the line is 13 for Philly on the road.
Do I really got to call this game? Come on, brother.
Pick of the week.
EAGLES Eagles, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, Eagles roll. Texans got nothing for them. 8-0 for the first time since 2004, I think. Maybe longer than that. I don't know. It's a crazy season that they're having, man. They got the Phillies in the World Series, the Eagles. How about them Eagles, goddammit? So we're both taking the Eagles.
Fuck up right now.
Right. Super turn. Jay, I saw a video.
Out of Philly, bro. We still going.
Right.
They're going to the playoffs, so if we finna go to a playoff game or something, I'm gonna hit up my Eagles guy. Be like, look, man, I'm coming over. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming out. And
he's knocking the mic over. Goddamn.
Yeah, it's my mic is strapped. I got you talking about upgrade. I got to upgrade my mic. But
oh no! Come on, man.
Benny, you saw my reaction.
Ay.
Between you and Mattress Merv or whatever the fuck his name is, y'all can have it, bro. Mattress Merv or whatever the fuck his name is from Houston, man. Shout out to the H.
Mattress Mac. And both Philly teams play at 5. Good.
We love the H, man. But Eagles got this one, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Both taking the Eagles. All right. It's the Skull Vikings going against the Commanders, the possibly soon to be sold Commanders. And the line is 3 for the Vikings, who have just won 5 in a row.
They have started investigations on the Commanders. Yeah. So a federal writ, you know what I'm saying? They have started investigations. So, all right. So we got no Irv Smith, no Irv Gotti Smith. Who gives a damn? I got the Vikings winning it, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I got the Vikings as well. I'm very curious to see what they do with TJ Hawkinson this week, but it's just going to be too much for him on both sides of the ball. All right, keep it moving. It's the Keep Pounding Panthers going to the Big Chili Bowl in the Bungles, and the line is 8 for Cincy.
Minnie, I don't know what the hell is going on in Cincinnati. Well, I do know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Offensive line is trash. Well, PJ Walker doing this thing, right? No Chase, right? I got the Carolina Panthers winning that thing, baby. Let's go.
Wow, I like this. So you think they're coming out? You think they're heated?
Coming in hot
last week.
They're coming in hot, baby. Let's go.
I hope that Chili Bowl is going to be hot enough for them. I'm taking the Bungles at home with a little bit too much firepower, but we'll see. It's an interesting pick there, good sir. All right, it's a San Diego Barstow, fucking San Antonio, Gulf of Mexico Chargers. Taking on the Falcons. The line is 3 for the Falcons there in the big Maybach, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right, Mitch. 2 of the greatest choking teams in the history of choking.
Oh, facts.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Say word to Vanessa Del Rio. But so look. I don't think I got that one. Anyway, Chargers at Falcons. We know how it goes down in the big Maybach. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to roll with the Falcons, right? I'm going to roll with the Falcons. Would you guys play Herbert or Cousins this week? I mean,
probably Cousins.
Cousins.
Right?
It's about the offense, right? It's about the offense. It's about the pop over the top. Pop over the top. Those quarterbacks get big fantasy points. I'm guessing you're talking about fantasy.
Right. It'll be a steady drip from Cousins unless he can put
and then Benny, think about this, right? Dalvin Cook is running back, so he can throw him short and he'll go long, right? Put pause.
And hey, listen, don't count this part of it out. That's a good question, good sir. It's Mr. You Like That Revenge Tour coming back to Washington. He might have a little Coles cash in his pocket.
He might act the fuck up.
Shirt.
The Coles cash. He might
be spending that Coles cash.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right, I like that.
You know,
great question. Great question. Wonderful question.
You might be slanging it. So, all right. So, Chargers Falcons. What do you got in this one?
I had the Falcons, man.
Okay, I had the Falcons as well.
Very rarely do I do this, but I'm picking the Falcons.
Right. All right. NFC North matchup. It's the boom, 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 boom. Go Pack, go against my Kitties. And listen, the Packers they need an exorcism.
A dumpster fire.
And the line is 3.5 for Green Bay at home, but
I honestly believe that Green Bay and Mr. Rodgers are sick of what they're doing. The fact that you guys are playing at home always puts skepticism in my heart, right? But this is an in-division rival, right? I wouldn't even call it a rival, but it's an in-division game. I got to go with the Packers on this one. I probably wouldn't bet the 3.5 because I feel like y'all going to win by like 2 points. I mean, I feel like the Packers going to win by 2 points. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Packers.
So, look, I mean, for any team in this position, this is the last game of the season where you can try to let people know that you're trying to win. There's usually a level of motivation when a coach gets fired. There's usually a kind of an extra juice for the team. Doesn't always result in the dub, but it usually means you're gonna get a stronger effort because they know heads can roll. So are the Kitties going to play hard? Yeah, they play hard every week. It just depends on if Regis is going to connect with his receivers because their defense is not stepping up either, and the Kitties have a pretty good offense. I know they just got rid of TJ Hawkinson, but it wasn't like they're utilizing him a lot anyway. So hey. Amon-Ra's back. Swift is back. This could be a jankified shootout.
Hey, so, of course, I got the Kitties. Regardless. That's why I said.
Don't bet it. Like JB said, don't
bet that 3.5. Use fucking microphone.
Yep. Alan Lazard is out. Packers D. All right, cool. I mean, yes, we have rivals. Mitch, stop talking shit in the chat.
This shit don't matter.
Jesus Christ. So, I got the Kitties. JB's got the Packers. All right. It's the Dolphins heading down to the Bears, and the line is 4.5, 5 for the Dolphins on the road.
Yeah, I mean, I got the Dolphins, man. I'm not. The Bears just ain't showed me. No, look, the only thing that's gonna have the Bears back is the fact that they're playing at home, which really don't hold no weight. Sorry, Spice. You know what I'm saying? It just don't hold no weight right now. So I got the Dolphins, man.
I got the Dolphins as well, just for the sheer firepower. And this is Mitch's money-making pick of the week. Mitch, I know the line moved to 5 from 4.5. I'll give you 5 against the Bears. And he got it right last week. He picked the Dolphins -3 against the Lions, and they covered, barely. They covered, so he's 2-2
embarrassingly
for the year.
Embarrassingly, they covered. Shit, shouldn't have.
We're both taking the Dolphins on that. All right, so Mafia headed to the Jets, who might be in the beginning of a slump. JB, and the line is 13 for the Bills on the road.
Right. Mitch, what's going on with the Jets right now as far as injuries? I need to know this.
Brees Hall's out.
Brees Hall's out, but they traded. But they traded for, or they not traded, but they picked up or traded for another running back, right? A veteran running back, somebody that can come in
from the Jags,
right? Yeah, so somebody can come in and give him help right now. Robinson, right? The name Robinson.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So, same type of running back, right? So, but he's just another offense like Brees does. But I'm trying to kind of slow play this away on Mitch to give me some different, injury reports as far as the Jets. Quentin Williams healthy. Fuck it. I'm going with Buffalo. You know what I'm saying?
God damn it. I was waiting for
I'm going with Buffalo. I'm going with Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck all that shit. Mafia.
This is actually going to be a fun game to watch.
I believe it is. I believe it's going to be a good game.
And listen, now more of the offense, regardless of who they had to replace with Brees Hall. Brees Hall was really covering for Zach Wilson, and now we've seen some of Zach Wilson. And Zach Wilson's kind of
trash. I'm not even gonna start. I'm not even gonna start on Zach Wilson, bro. I'm not even gonna start. I'm just not. Right?
No, he's out here hunting for mills, but he's not. But he's also hunting for
basically. You know what I'm saying?
Picks.
Like when it's all said and done, your mom is the one that can. Never mind. I'm just.
So we're taking the Mafia. Thank you, Dr. Butterfield.
Show me what you're working with.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Chad Carr's Colts. And to the Pats, dude. And the line is 6 for the Pats at home.
At home, right?
Yes.
See, at home means something for them, right? They can cheat a little more. I mean, they can play on the noise, right? I'm going to go New England, man, just because Belichick's defense, I think, is going to do a little something to rattle the coach. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like New England win this one. Plus, they got Jamie Collins back. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make a play. Southern Miss to the top.
Pow. Shout out to Jamie Collins. And by the way, I think it's beyond Frank Reich. I think Belichick's going to rattle that rookie quarterback, Sam Ellinger, out of Texas.
That's right. And they did go with Ellinger. Like, okay. So too much Belichick defense. I'm taking the Patriots as well. Oh, my God, JB. This matchup is Listen, man. Raiders. This is like, you talk about this, we're going to call this a dumpster fire game.
Ooh-wee.
All right, we're going to call this a zoo dirt game because all the talent the Raiders got. And Jacksonville got talent too. And I'm taking Jacksonville, by the way.
Same.
Right? Duval. The Raiders are just
Calvin really playing good.
But I did say at the beginning of the season, the quarterback, I'm not going to say his name for the Raiders, he's going to let you down every time. It is what it is.
All right. Hey, we're both taking the Jags. Ain't too much more to speak on as well. It's funny they're giving the line to the Raiders. I'm probably
of course. I mean, that's Vegas being Vegas. That's Vegas being Vegas.
Unless Mitch can pull up some convincing injuries or stats.
I don't bet on the NFL. I only bet on college. But if I was to drop a couple hot dollars on it, easy work.
There it is. All right, big game. Definitely a watchable game. It's the Squawks taking on the BG in the desert, and the line's 2.5 for the BG at home.
Yeah, so the 2.5 is Vegas trying to sucker people in because they really think we're going to win the game. I believe we're going to win the game, and I talked about it a little bit earlier, right? Vance Joseph's defense is going to learn from the first game, not blitz as much because Geno Smith can run the ball, right? Offensively, we're going to lean more on the run to try to keep the ball out of Geno Smith's hands. Not that he's a fucking world beater when it comes to just being a quarterback, but we got to figure out who we are and what we want to be going forward, right? I'm pretty sure there was a conversation that was had. Mike Bidwell, Steve Keim, they're not happy. They can't be, right? Can't be. So something got to be said. Something has had to been said. Something has been said. and we're going to see a different Arizona Cardinals team. I'm going to predict Hop for about 15 for about 160. So he's going to go crazy. And I'm predicting good things. So I got the Cardinals.
Unfortunately, I can't pick the BG to play a complete game and play a complete game at home. They have betrayed.
We just won a game at home for the first time in years, like damn near a year, 10 years or some shit.
That makes it worse. Oh my god!
We know how it feels to win at home now.
I'm taking the Squawks. And Mitch, you make up a good point with why Vegas decided that line 5 in a row. I mean, yeah, Vegas is funny. Vegas is funny. So I'm taking the Squawks. All right, a game that Mitchell cares about is the Tighten Up Titans going to the Chiefs Kingdom. Bring it on, Mitch. The line is 11 for the Chiefs at home. Mitch, make your case why your Titans will get it done. You can't cop out.
I can't hear you, Mitch.
Get on mute.
They're not going to get it done. I don't even care about this game. Like, I can't wait for it to be over.
Mitch, you have
to pick your own team, Mitch.
You can't not care about the team. Like, that's your team.
I know. I don't care about the game. I care about the team.
Oh, okay.
So they'll lose this week. They'll bounce back. Titans. It'll be fine.
Right. So you're telling me you love them, but you don't like them right now?
No, I'm telling you I don't like this matchup because I don't know who's playing Tannehill or Willis, and Willis threw like 6 passes. Is playing. One of them was a pick 6. So I mean, why do I think they can keep up?
So you telling me that the element of surprise when it comes to Willis taking off and getting 15 and 20, moving the change, you know what I'm saying, is not going to fuck with KC?
I didn't see it last game. He didn't do it. It was Henry every play, and I don't think Kansas City will allow it.
That's because they leaned on him, so they're going to shut Henry down, and guess who's going to have to win the game?
It's not happening. I like your enthusiasm.
I got Kansas City with all that being said.
Oh my God, Mitch, we try to get you to be the public defender for the Titans, but I'm taking the
here.
Chiefs.
If you want me to go and pull out a stat, Andy Reid is 2-5 against the Titans. There's only 2 teams that he has a losing record against. This is the least amount of games he's ever won against a team. So sure, it'll keep up right now. It doesn't matter what team they put out there. Andy Reid can't beat the Titans. It won't happen. Titans win. I'm calling it now. How about that?
Oh, the fucking heel turn.
That's the bitch I want to hear right there.
Yes, hold your nuts on that one, Mitch.
Talk your shit, bitch. Talk your shit. Andy Reid can't beat the Titans, son. That's what I like to hear.
Andy Reid's got the yips. He's got the yips against Mike Vrabel. I love it.
With all that being said, Chiefs Kingdom. All right.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs as well. All right, Mitch, I'm kicking you out. We love you. All right. Oh my God. And finally, we got to get to it now when I can pull up the music. That's right. The Ravens, if you got to be more careful, Will's Ravens. That's right. Well, I'm talking to you. Your Ravens into that big gumbo bo baby. And the Saints coming off the blowout of the Raiders. And the line's 3 for the Ravens on the road.
Well, when you're in New Orleans, you got to be more careful. Right? So, and that's real, though. But I honestly do believe that Baltimore's defense will be the winning factor of this game, right? We know Lamar gonna do Lamar things, right? He's gonna do great runs, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. But and I think that the aggression of New Orleans defensive line is gonna be their Achilles heel in this game. But I got the Ravens, man, and I'll take the 3 points too.
Listen, man, this is gonna be the beginning of the Ravens' run. I'm calling it now. They made the right moves on defense. They're getting it together, and they have a nice run of games. They have the Saints, Panthers, Jaguars, Broncos, Steelers, Browns, Falcons, Steelers, Bengals, all of which are winnable games. Now you can make that case for most people, but those particularly those next 4, they can get a 4-game winning streak. I really believe. Will, I know you see it. Of course you see it because you're a goddamn Ravens fan, but I'm with you. He said the next 8 wins. Okay, talk your shit, Will.
Do your thing.
They're going to go on a run. and it starts now.
They gonna do what they do. You know what I'm saying? How about that?
that fucking Baltimore accent, goddammit. All right, bye weeks: Browns, Cowboys, Broncos, Giants, Steelers, and Niners, and we'll see who's right, who's wrong, who is both right, who is both wrong. Dr. Bridges, that time of the show, talk to the people, and a little "We Need Us," goddammit.
Go vote. That's all I'm gonna say. Go vote. All right, go vote. We appreciate you guys watching episode 236 of the JB and Benny Blue Review. Listening if you're on Patreon. All right, here's a couple of key points before we get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? Catch us at JB and Benny Blue on all social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? YouTube included, right? Subscribe, like, 5-star. Tell your friends about us. You want to follow us on our personal IGs, mine at 73King JB.
Some cheating rats, you mean, Will?
They are some cheating fucking rats. 50. Tell you they're doing something wrong at Benny Blue Eyes. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's always been like that, and it always will be, right? You want to check me out in the desert? Hey, I live here, right? You know what I'm saying? So they do us a favor here, you know what I'm saying, by live streaming our show, casualsports.com, you know what I'm saying? So the desert can hear our lovely voices. Go Suns, goddammit, you know what I'm saying? Because we kicking ass with a passion. You still want to hear this melodious voice, right? The white guy that's next to me, right? Our voices are lovely, right? You want to hear this shit, right? $1. Benny, $1. Benny, $1, bro? Yeah, y'all doing worse things with that dollar. Y'all buying
pick us over a McDonald's sweet tea.
Feel me?
Us over McDonald's sweet tea.
Y'all buying Lucy's at the store, you know what I'm saying, for the 50 cent, for the high 50 cent, 2 Lucy's, you know what I'm saying? $1 will get you our melodious voices in podcast form, patreon.com/JB and Benny Blue. Get with us, man. We appreciate it. Catch me on Tuesday nights, you know what I'm saying? Starting back up the 8th of this month. All right. The Burning Bridges podcast, you know what I'm saying? Sponsored by the All About the Birds family, AAT Sports _ on Twitter, AAT Sports Media Network on YouTube. Hey, get with us, man. We rocking this thing out. Again, November the 8th is our return. You are not going to want to miss it. I can guarantee you that. Sponsorship, interviews, new music, hate mail, JB and Benny Blue Review @gmail.com. Get with us. You think it's a game? Check out our previous episodes, man. We do this thing for real. To be honest with you guys, you know what I'm saying? We love y'all more than y'all could possibly imagine. All right, William, but hey, dog. Again, this cat William right here, loyal. We love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for all the love. What's our guy name who popped up on this couple? Miguel, right?
Miguel, yep.
We appreciate
got some new folks tapping in. We appreciate
you.
Again,
we've never seen your name before, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So we appreciate you tapping in. We've been doing this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So tell your friends about us. You know what I'm saying? We try to bring it to you real. My NFL experience, you know what I'm saying? Benny's been around the world, and he's been player hated. All right? You know what I'm saying? So we love y'all.
Lay on the ground. You've been robbed.
You've been robbed. You know what I'm saying? Episode 236. JB and Benny Blue Review. The iron ain't lying. Valley Boys in the building. You know what I'm saying? What's happening with it?
Yep. JBBenreview.com. All your merch. We love you. See you next week. Peace.
Enjoy your weekend, man.
Yes.
Be safe.
We love you.
Stay out of these streets.
Yes. We out. Peace.